Working honestly outside and being in this trade is amazing.
I love this work. I don't know, it comes with like a sense of pride.
Everybody has each other's backs, they're brothers keepers.
I take pride in working hard for my money.
There's always something to learn. You can go so many different paths. You're never bored.
My name is Jared Reynolds. I'm a third step apprentice.
My name's Sam Komarowski. I'm a second step apprentice.
My name's James Deckert. I'm a third step apprentice at CORE Electric.
My name's Zach McCann. I'm a second step apprentice.
I'm Dan Rayburn, and I'm a journeyman lineman, working foreman.
Got two brothers in it, and then I was the last one, so decided to hop on.
My whole family, nobody's in the trades. I had no idea what I wanted to do after high school. I always told myself I was going to go to a 4-year college, do a business degree or something. A lot of my buddies were older than me, and they were going to college, spending a lot of money. So I just decided to do something different. I applied for the line program in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I got in, it was a 9-month program, and I was super fortunate to land a job out in Colorado, exactly where I wanted to.
I didn't know anything about the line industry. I started out in the warehouse here in Bennett. Did a year of that, then they had an opening for an apprentice. So I applied for it, and I got the job.
I was going to college to be an engineer. I knew some guys that were linemen, and they went on Katrina. And watching Katrina on the news, it looked like you could really do a lot of good. And I didn't want to sit in an office, be an engineer for the rest of my life. I wanted to be outside working, so it's like, I'm gonna try this out.
First year is pretty much, you're mostly doing groundwork, handing tools off to people, just getting a feel, watching people work and kind of learning the trade that way.
And then as a second step, you get the opportunity to work secondary voltage by yourself, and then you can start running hot sticks with supervision.
And then third step, you finally become hot, and that's where I'm at. I just turned hot not too long ago. Now I can go up and actually work on the power lines and put my gloves on and actually do some stuff in the air, so.
I get to the shop, I make sure everybody's truck is stocked for the day.
First thing is getting waters on trucks, and then checking stock.
And then after that, it's head out to the job site, and just depends on every job. The nice thing about this trade is mostly every day you're at a different pole, different area, everything's different.
Whatever job we get, it could be going and setting an underground pad mount transformer to changing out a 3-phase overhead pole. It really varies a lot. Sleep goes out the window. That's what you signed up for, is to answer the phone. It doesn't matter. 2 in the morning, you know you gotta work all next day.
I have 3 young kids, and coming home from work, all they want to do is play.
Some of our poles are probably in the worst spots possible, having to climb up these steep hills and just figuring out new ways to do things.
Long hours is probably one of the biggest challenges, but it just comes with the line of work, so.
Hope to be a journeyman lineman, and I really want to be able to pass down a lot of good knowledge to my apprentices at the time, and I would love to build them up to become great linemen as well.
Continuing to learn, even though I'm a journeyman, is one of the things I'm looking forward to.
Obviously finish out, become a journeyman, and then see where that takes me.
Hard work pays off. Come in, grind, get the job done.
If you're unsure, just ask questions. Everybody wants to see each other succeed, especially in the apprenticeship program. They want to build up the best apprentices that they possibly can.
Learn to live on your straight time pay.
If you show up with a good attitude and you're showing that you are willing to work, willing to learn, you'll make it.
Show up every day with a good attitude. If you can work hard, that's the biggest thing. It's gonna suck sometimes, and you gotta push through, and it makes you a better person for it. And that applies to all of life.
Completing a job and seeing the work that you did is pretty rewarding.
I'd say anything, being in the air, flying, just you get the views.
My biggest thing was just being outside. I always wanted to do something outside.
It's a cool job. How many people can say, you know, they get to fly around in the air, 50, 60 feet off the ground. They get to walk up a wood pole.
The satisfaction you get from when there is a power outage and you get to close a fuse in and watch a whole town light back up, that's what makes me really happy in this job.